So check this out. This is the first 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5 I have seen in person. This is not available yet for purchase. It sounds like this is going to be at a show this weekend. Toyota Corporate owns this, but at least be able to kind of check out. You can kind of see some of the suspension on this. The architecture is wild. I was just checking this out. Trailing arms with a coil suspension. Just checking out the frame on this. See the composite bed on the side. I like this. They finally put disc brakes in the back of a Tacoma. Very nice. Another thing I noticed right off the bat, if you see this finish right here along the sides of the bottom of the fender, this is the same thing General Motors does in some of their trucks for rock protection. And you can see Toyota runs this down the side of their trucks. These are the kind of things that these companies are aware of that are trying to do stuff for protection and long-term durability. That's a phenomenal touch. Really nice protection underneath the wheel well, I'm noticing. Aluminum knuckles in the suspension. Being an SR5, you're not getting any of the off-road suspension, but it is still pretty capable. The truck looks a lot physically larger than the prior gen. One of the things that catches me right off the bat is this huge valance underneath the front bumper. I'm sure it helps with fuel economy, but man, that's lower than like a minivan. Looks like you might have sort of a recovery point right there. LED projector headlights. The cab looks a lot larger on this. I like that. You can see a ton of styling cues when you compare that versus the full size. You can definitely see where the comparison is. Got a nice hitch on the back. Let's look at the, man, it's got a huge exhaust tip. You can tell looking at the rear axle, you can see this is still a stamped assembly like Toyota is known for. I also noticed some interesting points on the rear hitch area where it connected to like almost like a recovery point. Okay, I want to dive into this window sticker just for a minute. So this is the iForce motor, and I'm really excited to drive one of these things because I'm curious to see how smooth this transmission is and how this motor performs. I just came out of a 2022 Toyota Sienna, and I was really impressed with that. Overall fuel economy and a lot of the ergonomics made more sense to me than some of the earlier generation Toyotas. So it seems like Toyota is really trying to tailor their new generation vehicles to more of the North American market. And it seems like they did that with this new Tacoma. This one had some different options and upgrades. It had the SR5 package, and it had a few other options as well. Nothing too crazy, all-weather floor mats and some of the others. The one thing also I'm going to be real curious about is these fuel economy numbers. You know, me personally, I don't think these are that great. I would have thought that the highway would be more in the 27 to 30 miles per gallon. I mean, there's full-size half tons that are getting 2 miles per gallon better on the highway than this. But I mean, it's not bad. It's definitely better than the prior generation, and I'm sure it's going to have a lot more power. So that's going to be good to see. But the thing that's still amazing to me is the price on the new Toyota Tacomas. They're very high. And considering you're not going to get any discounts, you know, that's the thing that's interesting still. It's 2024 and no other manufacturers are requiring how you have to order a vehicle like Toyota. And it's, to me, it's kind of annoying, and it's a huge turnoff from buying their products. The fact that you can't order the vehicle you want, the options you want, and you just have to deal with what's coming from the manufacturer. I don't like that arrogance personally, and it doesn't make sense from the market we're in. It looks like it's going to be a big improvement over the prior generation. They finally added four-wheel disc brakes. They have a much better suspension. They did some things also that's kind of interesting around corrosion. I know that's been a big issue with rusting frames and things of that nature. It's an article that Tim over at Pickup Truck Talks came up with, and they're talking about the tow hook thing, and it's a big deal. It's amazing that Toyota almost built this truck without tow hooks. Considering Toyota's entire audience in this truck, for the most part, are people that use these off-road, the fact they almost built this truck without tow hooks, I feel like is the equivalent of Subaru not making an all-wheel drive car. Come on, Toyota, like, step up a little bit. Fortunately, they did come out with them. They're the dinkiest little tow hooks I've ever seen on a pickup truck. It'd be something you'd see under like a Subaru WRX or something. But regardless, they did it, and they basically talk about how challenging this was convincing Toyota leadership to add this basic feature to their truck. It's a new truck. I'm excited that Toyota has this. It's an improvement over the prior generation. I'll be doing a full review, driving review on this soon, and I can't wait to put it on the fuel economy loop and see how efficient this new hybrid system is. Anyhow, if you find this video helpful or you have any feedback, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you really like the video, any likes or subscribes are definitely appreciated. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.